Today I have the distinct honor and privilege of being with Dr. Prystowsky. As everyone knows, he's one of the leaders in our field. Dr. Prystowsky, it's so great to have you on Heart Rhythm TV. So Dr. Prystowsky, you're a leader in the electrophysiology field. You've mentored countless electrophysiologists. Where do you think we are in EP today, and what are the biggest challenges in our field?
I think our biggest successes have been the fact that we've been able to push the needle on things like prevention of sudden death. We've been leaders in the AFib arena, and we've done a very good job educating professionals. So the reason I emphasize that is to the challenge. I think we've not done a good job in educating the public and the patients, and that's an enormous job. When I was president, we talked about it years ago. So it's not a hit on the society by any means. It's a hope to the future that we do better, because patients are driving themselves to people like you and me now. Let's face it, they do internet searches. And HRS should be the first thing that comes up in their internet search.
That's a great point, and that's a real focus, I think, of our communication strategy going forward. What do you think the biggest value to you of being an HRS member has been now, in the past, and in the future?
That's also another great question. For me, it was a lot of personal things. Don't forget, I was one of the early people, so there was a small cadre of us, and we started the organization. It was a place to meet, to discuss things, and over the years it's grown into a meeting like this, that we're all very proud of, especially those of us from yesteryear. So it's a wonderful place to meet your colleagues, discuss friendship issues, lifestyle things, and most importantly, new science, how your patients are doing with different things. So it's a place of learning, friendship, and education. There's a lot of advantages, but you need a home. The home for arrhythmia people is HRS.
So where do you see electrophysiology heading in the future, and how is HRS going to be a part of that future?
That's a tough question for HRS to answer, because I'm not exactly sure how they're going to integrate in the future, but I hope they stay current. And with people like you, I know, who are more socially media oriented, much more than the old characters like me, you're going to probably push it there, and I'm happy to see you very much involved in that. But from my perspective, the field is changing in good and bad ways. The bad ways are sort of non-touch of the patient. Everything's technology, the latest new catheter technique, pacemaker, defibrillator. I love that stuff. I love my gadget guy, as you know. But there's also got to be the personal touch. You've got to spend more time with the patient at the bedside. Everybody worries about their work units and RVUs. You got to step back sometimes and remember, we're all here because we take care of patients. Patient is first. And you can't, as you and I have talked in the past, you can't do a good job in 5 minutes discussing a tough problem with a patient. So I hope HRS takes us in that direction. They have to stay current. People like you want everything on a non-paper basis. I know that, right?
That's
you want
right.
to Facebook and do all the things that Prystowsky never did. And that's good. That's good. That's just a vehicle for learning. But it all starts at the bedside, and we can never forget that root.
That's such great advice, and that's one of the great things that you've brought to our society, is teaching us all how to be good doctors. But my goal is to get you on Twitter before this meeting is over with. Thank you so much for being on Heart Rhythm TV today.
Thanks, a pleasure.